Hey guys, JH. Welcome to Practice Tee. Okay, interesting practice tee today. Very interesting practice tee. Well, maybe an interesting story. First day of winter today, guys, and boy, it's really got cold. Not cold enough to get me out of shorts, but still it's got cold. Okay guys, maybe some of you know, and maybe quite a few of you know, but I had a break from golf for about 6 years, about 5 years back, and I had some injuries to shoulders and they just didn't get better, and I just stopped for a long time. And when I came back, I didn't have the golf swing that I had when I left. And I had no program for the old golf swing. I'd lost it completely. Something in that break had completely fallen out of the program. Just couldn't swing it like I used to. Come short, not a lot of momentum in the golf club type swing. And it's stayed with me up until just a few days ago when I did that lesson with that buddy of mine. And when I watched that lesson at home, I never noticed at the time when I was giving the lesson, but when I watched it at home, what was amazing for me was that the light went on. Because when I was fooling with my buddy and getting him to do something, I said, you know, get the momentum going this way. He was getting it up here, and that was his problem. I said, get the momentum in the club head moving this way. And I actually got hold of him and did that, and I actually did that. And I thought, JH, that's what fell out of the program 10 years ago. That's what fell out. When you came back, you had no momentum in the golf club. You had no circular momentum in the golf club. I used to energize the toe of the golf club, guys. That was my swing thought. I used to really get the toe of it going. Oh, as if I had something stuck on the toe and I was trying to throw it off. And how did I do that back then? Well, what I did was, with my lead hand, I used to just push down with these back fingers here and this palm pad here. I used to just push down like that, with that, and I used to pull in with the two middle fingers. I used to pull with the trail hand and push with the lead hand. And you watch here, guys. You watch how much momentum goes into that golf club, and the hands haven't had any travel. Whoa! There's no travel in the hands. There's none of that. That's what I got into. I got into a lot of this, and I lost the set of the golf club, and I lost the momentum of the golf club, and I lost the speed of it. And guys, the wind's about 40 miles an hour today, and it is freezing, and it's straight into us. Just unbelievable. Might be affecting the audio, but it's really strong. But I like practicing into the wind. So guys, when I saw that, I thought, that's it, the light went on. But I can't believe this. And I kid you not, I came out the next day, and from the very first shot I just killed it, and I've killed it every shot since. It's just my old swing, the confidence is back. And that's when I was playing back then. I used to have a lot of confidence. I could never hit a lot of bad shots, because the swing felt the same all the time. And the club was always full of energy. And that really made my job easy, because the more energy you can get into it and get it going this way, the club will orbit. It's very hard to get something to orbit when you're sort of pushing it like that with not a lot of momentum. But when you've got the tennis ball on the end of a piece of string, you really get it going. And that's all I used to do, guys. And that's why I was a very good long iron player in those days, and I could really punch those wedges really hard. I was a long iron player, really good, and I really used to flat hit the wedges and the driver, because I could compress the driver then. I haven't compressed the driver for years. And the thing that really annoyed me in the last years is that I knew that I hadn't lost my strength. I've still got significant strength, and probably almost as much as I had 20 years ago, because I still work out pretty hard. And that was annoying me, because I just couldn't put the strength on the ball. I just couldn't get the distance that I used to have. But I knew it was in there. So the story is, guys, with the wind, in conjunction with the wind, I'm just energizing. If I had a quiver on my back, an arrow quiver, but normally they've got that angle, but if I had it here, at horizontal to the ground, and I wanted to put an arrow in it, whoa, put it in there. I want to put it in the quiver this way, here, and then on the downswing I can pull it out. But in the swing that I've had for a number of years now, I mean, the club never gets going this way towards the quiver. It's always here, and there's not enough set in the golf club. And it's made such a difference, guys. Just such a difference. I mean, extraordinarily so. I mean, ridiculous. Sorry for going off camera here. Just trying to get a few teas. But extraordinarily so, to the extent that, guys, it's freezing cold here today, and I've just come over here and I haven't hit a shot. But watch this. Because I've got so much confidence in my golf swing now, I don't have to do anything. I can just pick up a driver, and I will absolutely nut this driver, because I know, I never used to warm up, never practiced ever when I went to play golf. I just walk on the tee and just smash it. And if, I don't know, I would say 95% of my drives always found the fairway, first shot. Because I just had the confidence, I just knew what I was going to do. So, and here it is, guys, there. Now there's a couple of other good things in the swing that we put in the last few weeks, which is the twirl and standing closer to the golf ball and the grip down. But all those in conjunction with energizing the golf club. But even if you have none of those things that we've done in the last couple of weeks, if you can just energize the head of the golf club yourself in your standard golf swing, or any golf swing that you have, if you can just get the golf club going this way, get it moving this way. If you had a bucket of water here, guys, you want to tip it over here. Tip it over here. Just get that club head going towards that target. And get it going as early as you can, even if you've got to pick it up off the ball. I don't pick it up off the ball. I feel like I do, but I don't, and you'll see that. But I do get the energy into the toe of the golf club. A guy dead cold, and you watch this, and it's howling out there. Be lucky to hit this, 200 metres into the wind. It's just really brutal. But it won't affect the shot. Watch this. Now there, guys. Now I nearly threw myself off my feet there because I hit that so hard. And I've been in the gym this morning, and as the normal story, I'm really stiff, but I wanted to do that dead cold and stiff, even though the balance took a bit, but I just hammered that, and it never moved. Absolutely never moved. And it was downtown. That was a strong shot. And it's just this guy, I'm just trying to think of that. It's confidence. I know I can do it. I can remember it. And what it does, guys, it's like the twirl. I mean, the twirl takes all the other extraneous thoughts about the golf swing out of the golf swing. All you're doing is thinking about twirling. Here I'm just thinking about energizing. Not worried about the body, not worried about anything else. Just energize and stand close to the ball and grip it down. This is just, I just hit that so hard. It's always hard with these type of audio mics, because you've got the wind shock on them and you can't hear any impact. But that was just, it's like a flush, almost like you're compressing a wedge. Feels fantastic. And this golf club, because it's so stiff, and this has got quite a thick face on it, and very, like they're supposed to all be 0.830. This is 0.810. It's like 20 under it's very thick in the face. It's got very little COR. And that's why it's got that great sound. It's quite a thick face. So here we are, guys. We're going to go do it nice and smooth, Jage. Oh, get up there, baby. See, guys, I just step up and just smash it dead cold. Smash it dead cold. Doesn't make any difference. Because I don't have any anxiety anymore. I'm not worried about the backswing. I don't have a backswing or a downswing. I just have an energising move. All I'm thinking about is energising the toe of that golf club and throwing it this way. It's all part of the process of thinking that the swing only goes one way, guys, and it goes this way. That's where the intent is, that's where the energy is. Keep all the energy going this way. It'll come back this way, but you don't want to think about that. Okay, so we can do this really smoothly. Guys, you've got to see it. You've got to see that to believe it with what I've struggled with for the last 10 years. But to stand up there dead cold and just absolutely smash that, I mean, that is absolutely hammered. It is hammered. And it's dead straight, and the wind is, it's into us and a little bit cross-head, so if anything it was going to let it get away to the right. Well, it doesn't. It's not getting away to the right at all. Not at all. Just perfect little 1 yard draw. Let's go. It's fantastic to see, for me, from my own perspective, to see that, or to feel that, more to the point, because it's rejuvenated. It's taken me back 30 years. I feel like I have the same process of hitting the golf ball that I had 30 years ago, and that's why I used to play pretty consistent golf, because nothing worried me. I didn't have all the other stuff going on. I just energised the golf club. Guys, you've got to see it. Boy, I wish you could see it. For an old dude like me to be able to hit that shot, and this, we call this the Thing. This was made for John Daly years ago, and I got it, and it's only 15 degrees. It's a Wilson Rescue or hybrid, and it's an animal. It's really stiff shaft. And it's really hard to hit, and I used to have trouble hitting it. I could hit it, but not really hit it really good. And it's the swing tester. We'll just clean. I hit a few shots yesterday out of the rough, and it was just fantastic. And it's an animal. And if you can hit this and you can compress the ball with this, you know your swing's good. Okay, this will be interesting. I was hitting this yesterday as far as I hit my normal 3-wood, and that is no exaggeration, none. If I've ever had a dislike for an aspect of a game, it's always been the 3-wood off the fairway. I had a 3-wood for about 4 years and I hit it great. When I lost it, I just lost, again, maybe the confidence. I just never hit fairway woods all that great, to the extent that I'd rather go with a 2-iron or a 1-iron than a 3-wood. But this goes just so far. 3-wood was okay off the tee, but because the other 3-wood that I had that I liked, I used to be able to pinch the ball, and I couldn't find a 3-wood that I could pinch it, but I can pinch it with this. And watch this, guys. Now that is just laser straight, and that is, I wouldn't hit 3-wood any further than that today. I wouldn't. I just wouldn't hit a 3-wood any further than that today. There's another one. It's right on top of the other ball. That'll cozy up to the other ball. And I knew, as soon as I got this new swing back, I said, I'm going to go and get the animal, because I know I can hit it. It's funny, you get guys out here and they can't hit this thing. It's got no spin on it, and it's just so strong, and the shaft is so stiff. Well, it's not that stiff. I mean, Daly never played really stiff shafts. A bit of a fallacy. I mean, he's just a, you know, like in cycles, like in a driver, he only used to play about, you know, 275, 280. He never really played the big numbers because he had a very long, smooth swing. People don't realise that. Not like Nick Price. Nick Price used to play so much stiffer driver shafts than John Daly. And John was way longer than Nick, but Nick had a quick change of direction. Here we go. Guys, that's just fantastic shot. Oh, it's hard to imagine that, you know, you have 10 years of just anguish in your golf game, because I knew there was something wrong. I thought, Jade, you cannot lose your golf swing. But it was the aspect that I liked, just that little aspect that I did lose. Now, the one thing that was really good in my game, in my old swing, was my wedge swing. I mean, and today it'll be fantastic. You'd be lucky to hit a wedge today into this wind 100. And I can normally hit it, you know, 125, 128, 130, 135 if I hit it hard. But normally I don't. Not like 130, 130 yards is as far as I want to hit a wedge. But in the old days, I could really, even with the old clubs, I could really hit the wedge good, because I really did clamp it. So here we go. Look at that, guys. That's just clamped. That's just clamped. Now that's into at least 30 miles an hour right now, and that's gone right on 100. That's gone 100, right into that wind. And I didn't try and knock that down at all. No knockdown on that, didn't try to do that. But, you know, you just know you're going to do it because you just got that confidence. There's another one. Now this will be good. This will be, oh, I wish you could see this. Well, no exaggeration, guys, that's 3 feet from the other golf ball. Absolutely 3 feet from the other golf ball. And it's energising. It's just energising. I want the club to go this way, this way, this way. Since I've been doing it in the last couple of days, my wrist, the tendon in here, because I haven't done it for so long. But what I used to do, guys, I used to push down so hard with that. That tendon there used to really come into play, but it was very flexible in those days. And I haven't done that for a long time. Even though I do, you know, some, you know, lots of tricep stuff with, and it's different with this. And of course this is twirl and wind as well. So it's all there. Just so much little jammer into the wind here. Well, it's interesting, the wind just dropped as I hit that. That's gone about 130. The wind just dropped as I hit it. But you could play this off a concrete road. You really could. It's just, you can just clamp the ball so hard now. Just hit a couple of 5-irons up here, guys. Let's clean the club up a little bit. It's actually warmed up. It was so cold here when I got here, but and we've had beautiful weather, and like the first day of winter comes and it's almost like a light switch is thrown, and it's okay, it's got to be cold now, because it was really cold this morning. I actually had, believe it or not, I actually had tracksuit pants on. I took them off down there when I was doing something. I did a couple of videos on the putting green. Well, what's this, guys? It's 5-iron. Now, guys, that's just hammer time. Just hammer time. These M2s, they're pretty thin in the face, but when you put that type of hit on it, it feels like the face is going to break. Feels like the face is glass and it's going to break. It's just in a different sound. That is just hammered. More hammered. Now the wind's back to about 30 mile an hour now, guys. That just doesn't move. There's no movement on that ball, and that shows how hard I'm putting so much hard stuff on it that it's not affecting it in terms of the flight. I mean, it can't affect it. All right, I'll really hit this 100% like I used to with my old full-on confidence. Now it'll look a bit ungainly, but I can really hit this. Hear the exhalation there, guys. Now I hit that harder, and you know what happened? It just went straighter and further. And I hit that so hard. And I won't hit a miss hit a shot anymore. Not anymore. I mean, I never used to hit miss hits, really. I remember Freddie Couple said he hadn't hit a miss hit for 11 years. So I don't hit miss hits. You see, the impact's always the same. I might hit it a little bit left, right, but I never miss hit the ball. Well, I had very few rare hits, miss hits in the old days. And even if I hit it a little fat, because the hit was so intense, it just didn't make any difference. Didn't make any difference. Well, marginally, but you wouldn't notice. You'd still knock it on the green. And I could hit that off a concrete path. Even though I'm really putting a lot of momentum into it, it's not steep. It's actually quite shallow through the ball, and that's why I was such a good long iron player in the old days, in the one iron days, and the real one iron days. See how hard I'm hitting there. Come on, Jay. They just don't move. No movement on them at all. None. Zip on the doodah. That's my old swing. I used to get here and I used to go bang. That's what it felt like. That's what it feels like. It's just my old swing revisited. I've got my confidence back, I've got my mojo back. I just feel like I can hit it now. I really feel I can hit it again as good as I used to hit it. And I won't miss hit it. Now look, that's hitting it hard for an old dude. That's hitting it real hard for an old dude. I'll give him a 3-iron. We'll hit some shots down range. I'll just see if I can turn the camera around a little bit, and we'll hit some shots over this way. See that? Hit a few shots over there. Some shots. I hope you can see these. The sun should be okay right now, and you should be able to get a little bit of ball flight. It's a 3-iron. Very strong 3-iron. It's almost a 2-iron. Yeah, that guy's wow. Whew, baby. Doesn't make any difference whether it's 3-iron or 7-iron. It just doesn't make any difference. I hit a couple this way for I just don't know if the camera's picking it up. How's that? See, they don't move, guys. That's JH 30 years ago. I used to drive guys, not blowing my own horn, but I used to drive guys nuts because I really looked like I didn't care. I really looked like I didn't care. I used to just get up and smash it. And I've always played fast, just pull the club and hit it. And I remember the discussion I had with Mo Norman. I said, how can you just hit it so quick and so good every time. He said, because I've got confidence. I know I'm not going to make a mistake. I just know. And I felt like that. I had so much confidence, especially in the old days with the wooden golf clubs, guys. I used to just smash those old drivers. Watch this, guys. Just hit that one down the right, see if you can see it. Try to hit that lower so you can get a bit of ball flight. See, sometimes I hit the shots, yeah, they're great, and you can't see it. So I tried to hit that really low so you can see that. This is really strong, this 3-iron. My mate's got a hydraulic bender and he bent it for me. It's actually a 4-iron bent, really strong 3-iron. We thought it'd break. It made a lot of funny noises, but it didn't break. Watch this, guys. Have a look at that, if you can see that. See, that's just, to me, I just feel like I'm hitting a wedge. And it's a really strong, this 3-iron's about 18 degrees, I think. Really strong. Look at that. Same flight every time. Hit a couple of 3-irons this way. I'll shake up the cows up there. Oh God, that's gone way over the cows. Ooh, cows are not in play. They're not in play. It's amazing when you think, okay, the cows are not in play. They would have been with JH's old swing, I can tell you. Guys, I'm just really happy with the swings. I'm hitting a few shots. Probably sound a bit delirious, but it's easy. Easy. Come on, energise that club. Fantastic. Because you're hitting it, because I'm hitting it hard, the club's always on line, so I'm not gonna miss it. I'll do this smooth. There it is. Whew, that's gone so high for an 18 degree 3-iron. Okay guys, so that's what it's about. It's just energising. Just energising the golf club. Here. 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 Want to see a driver down range? Or a couple of drivers down range? You watch these. They might go a bit high. You may not see them. I'll try and hit them a bit lower than normal. I can just hammer it, guys. It just, I don't know, it's just a crazy feeling. Just like 11 years of my life was taken away, my golf life, because I just lost that thought. And I saw it giving my own buddy a lesson. Here we go, watch this. Maybe I'm too far over here. Watch how hard I hit this, guys. I'm much closer to the ball these days. Look at that, guys. Wow! That's our old car over there. That's just cleared it by 100. Oh, maybe not 100, but it cleared it by a lot. I hit a bunch of drives here yesterday from my buddies and it was very windy. And I hit all their drivers. Didn't make any difference. Just smashed it. Just smashed it. Because it doesn't make any difference what the club is, because my swing now is just what it needs to be. I'm still gripping the club down, guys. I'm getting tremendous power and distance. Look at that, guys. Gee, that's gone a long way for JH into the wind. A long way. Now with the driver, of course it's longer, I can energise it more. I still haven't got my brain back online with getting the swing longer, but once I get it back here energised, I'll get all my old distance back. I'll hit it the same distance I did 30 years ago. No question in my mind. I picked up 20 yards with the driver already. And a full club with the irons. I'll hit this really hard, guys. That's as hard as JH can hit it. That's as hard as I can hit it. Oh. I can't miss-hit it. I can't miss-hit it because the club is orbiting now. Got it orbiting. I can't miss-hit it. Cannot miss-hit the driver. Can't miss-hit the driver. It's not possible to miss-hit the driver. Watch this, guy. This is as hard as I can hit. I might miss-hit this because I'm really going to try and really hit it hard. Oh, yeah. Do that all the time, JH. Do that all the time. Tell you when it comes down. Now, bit of hang time for an old guy. Okay, guys, I'm very excited and very happy about all this, clearly. But to revise, it's just here. Push down with that. Pull up with that. A lot of Joe Dante in there, but that's what it is, guys. If I had a drink container, I was throwing the water here, trying to throw the water that way. And that's all I want to do. I want to think about going here. Whoa! I'm pushing it with the butt of that left hand here. Ooh. I'll do some videos over the weekend, guys, and I'll have a little bit more sophistication with them. That's very unsophisticated in terms of the explanation, but I'll give you some better keys to apply it. But it's sensational. I can't miss it. I cannot miss hit a shot. Just can't miss hit a shot. What more can I say? I can't miss hit one. And the more I completely disengage myself from every other aspect of the golf swing and just concentrate on that, the more confidence I've got and the better I hit it. I haven't mishit a shot since I came down here 2 days ago with that thought in my mind, and I haven't missed a shot since. After I did that lesson with my buddy, haven't missed a shot. And I won't miss a shot because I've got it back. What I lost 11 years ago is back. I don't know why I lost it, but it's there it is. As soon as I saw it at home, I was in my office and I just looked, and I just stood up and I went like that and I said, that's it, JH. You have to worry, it's back. It's back. You don't have to worry about it. I know it'll work. Okay, guys, a bit excited about it, of course, but we'll do a little bit more over the weekend, but it's fantastic. And as I say, I'll get it, the explanations a little bit more sophisticated if I don't die of excitement in the meantime. How good were those shots? They were fantastic, eh? Yeah, they were fantastic. Those drives were about 30 hours longer than I normally hit them. And into the wind. Yeah, I'll come back in this other.